Have you ever felt like a single setback could ruin your entire life? Like one failure defined your whole existence? The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius offered a powerful way to deal with these feelings. He once wrote, "Think of the whole universe of matter and how small your share. Think about the expanse of time and how brief, almost momentary, the part marked for you. Think of the workings of fate and how infinitesimal your role." Let me tell you a story. Lucian, a celebrated architect in ancient Rome, walked through his magnificent villa, his heart heavy with a bitterness that felt as vast as the empire itself. A rival had just been chosen to finish the grand archway of a new triumphal gate, a project Lucian believed was his destiny to complete. To him, this wasn't just a professional slight, it was a personal attack, an erasure of his legacy before it was even built. He felt crushed, convinced that the single failure had made his entire life meaningless. Seeking to escape the suffocating noise of the city and his own thoughts, Lucian walked toward the hills overlooking the Tiber River as dusk began to fall. There, he found an old man sitting on a crumbling stone wall, his eyes fixed on the horizon where the sun was dipping behind the distant mountains. Lucian slumped down beside the stranger. "I am a ghost already," he said. "My name will be forgotten before the mortar on that arch is even dry. My life's work is just a footnote in the history of this city." The old man didn't turn to look at him. Instead, he reached down, picked up a single small pebble. "Observe this stone, builder," the man whispered. "It was once part of a mountain that stood long before the first king of Rome was ever born. It will remain here long after the last emperor has turned to ash. To this little pebble, your ruined arch is nothing more than a brief flicker of light in a dark cave." The stranger then gestured toward the stars that were beginning to appear in the violet sky. "The universe," he continued, "is a sea of matter so vast that all the marble in all your quarries is but a single grain of sand on an endless shore. The time you possess is a single heartbeat in the long, slow breath of the world. You agonize over your role in this play, yet the play has been running for an eternity and will continue long after the curtain falls on your final act. Fate moves the tides of the ocean. Did you truly believe your small hands were meant to hold them back?" Lucian looked down at the sprawling city of Rome, the eternal city, and for the very first time, he saw it as it truly was, a collection of busy shadows on a spinning rock, hurtling through an endless void. In that moment, the crushing weight of his pride, his ambition, and his failures simply dissolved into the cool night air. He was a small part of a grand, incomprehensible whole, and in that smallness, he found a sudden, beautiful sense of peace. This story perfectly illustrates the Stoic practice known as the view from above. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoics taught that our personal tragedies and anxieties feel so overwhelming only because we lose perspective. We get trapped in our own small world, our own ego, our own timeline. By mentally zooming out, by contemplating the sheer vastness of space, the incredible infinity of time, and the complex, interconnected web of fate, we begin to see that our individual problems are, in the grand scheme of things, minuscule. This isn't meant to make us feel worthless or insignificant. Quite the opposite. This realization is meant to liberate us. It frees us from the heavy, suffocating burden of our ego. It shatters the false belief that we must control every outcome, that the universe revolves around our successes and failures. When you adopt this perspective, you realize that most of what you worry about is not as catastrophic as it seems. Your anxieties shrink, and you can face life's challenges with a newfound sense of calm and resilience. You are a part of something immense and ancient, and in that connection, there is strength. If this story and its message connected with you, let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking the video and subscribing for more explorations into ancient wisdom for modern life. Thanks for watching.